Hello everyone, and let's talk about raiding in 4.0, and my god, is it a complete and utter joke. Story mode is a complete joke, let's be honest with you. The first problem with it is the bolster, which is ridiculous. I mean, I had 66k health, still had my Revenite, half of my Revenite PCs still in. All the PCs, the implants, the relics, I just kept the Revenite stuff in. I had my 6-piece set bonus, which had some 192 armorings. I had 66k health, which I think, oh, I might be a bit under-geared. I joined a group, Dread Palace, as you can see from the footage. I joined as a healer because everyone was looking for healers the other day when I was doing raid. I was like, I'll do a raid, do an SM op, and everyone was just looking for healers. And I was like, oh, sitting there with a Vanguard. I'm not happy with their tank gear, so I'm gonna have to redo it. No one's looking for tanks. I was gonna like, oh, I'll be a tank maybe, and then it's like everyone's like looking for healers. There's like 6 groups looking for 2 healers, and they're like, oh well, that's what happens when you have a story expansion. You know, that's what happens. No one wants to play a healer. Really, is that a surprise? No, not really. Although someone did point out, and I did see other people in the op, you can go from 60 to 65 in one raid. So bear in mind you can do these raids from level 50. And I guess that's why they're a joke, because theoretically, 8 level 50s have to be able to do it. As unlikely a scenario as that is, it's still a possibility, and it still has to be considered as a design option. So yeah, Underlurker has to be done by 8 level 50s. It has to be designed around that, because you have to design it around kind of the weakest combination. I don't want to do it at level 50. Bear in mind you don't get Colto waves until level 58 as a Scoundrel healer. Imagine doing Lurker without Colto waves. It's like, Jesus. Imagine, try it doing Underlurker and don't use Colto waves. It's gonna suck, okay? It's gonna really, really suck. You've got your Colto Cloud at least, you know, which is, he only heals half the raid, but without Colto waves, without progressive scan, without your bouncing ball of healing goodness, what was it called, Wandering Mend? As I call it the bouncing ball of healing goodness. Imagine doing those AoE intensive fights without that big AoE heal. Not gonna be enjoyable, not gonna be fun. So they have to tune them really low. And they are. The bolster is ridiculous. The bolster is insane. I mean, we did Dread Palace at level, current content technically, with one tank. With one tank. The one tank got us through it. We did have a wipe on Calaferis, but that was because the people who went on the right, because they're not used to going to the right, because pug groups forever went all left, didn't interrupt the ads, so they all wiped that. The half of that half wiped, and of course the rest of us just followed suit because, you know, you've only got half a raid left. We also ended up 4-manning Tyrants for the last 30% because people stood in an Inferno. So, you know, so things still kill you, but, you know, we were able to 4-man. Eventually, I think we got down to 3, actually. It was, I'll show you that footage. I'll put that up, actually. 3 of us left, you know. One, the tank, the only tank, one of the DPS, and me as a Scoundrel healer. Because, like, I ain't dying on bloody Tyrants, you know. The other healer, for some reason, didn't really want to cleanse the debuff. But, you know, Tyrants is pretty much the same. That's the other thing they've done, is they have removed mechanics. Now, Calaferis, no final phase. Why did they remove that? Did anyone have problems with that final phase? What you do is you go into the future. Everybody except the tank and one healer goes into the future. He's invincible. You grab the thing, can't remember what it's called, and you take it to the altar, and you've got left and right. You take it to the left or the right altar, and you drop the thing on his head, and you just burn him down, and it takes his shield away, you burn him down, and you kill him. What was hard about that? What was hard about that? I mean, I guess they want story mode ops to be done by people who just don't communicate, because there's no reason to communicate anymore in the story mode ops, really. Raptus doesn't send people away. The challenge, the healing challenge, was a joke. I did it with, I popped all my cooldowns that didn't need to. I saved all my healing cooldowns, saved my instant cast auto crit underworld medicine, didn't need it. Really, the healing challenge was a joke. The tank challenge was always a joke, really, especially if you were a guardian. You know, just pop focus defense and come out with full health. You know, that's what he did. Cheers for the healing. The thing will heal you. The DPS challenge was never really a challenge, to be honest with you. But his big AoE that he does, the thing that he does with not the big pushback, the knockback thing, but the thing is like a circle and it has two straight lines of sort of purple AoE. Yeah, you can just stand in that. It does fuck all. Will do fuck all to you. Fuck all damage. No, it's just totally irrelevant. You don't even have to get out of it, because I saw Sentinels stood in it and 20% health. Literally. Coulter Waves will get that done. A couple of Sentinels, stand in it if you want. Coulter Waves, you're back to full health. There you go. So yeah, it was ridiculously easy. It kind of makes gearing irrelevant for story mode ops. Gearing is totally a waste of time. The thing you want though is the set bonus. Okay, 192 set bonus, and you're only going to do story mode ops. Don't bother gearing. Don't bother. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. The bolster gave me, I had 8% alacrity when I entered. It gave me 9.5% alacrity. It gave me 38% crit, and I think 62% crit multiplier. I think I only had 60. That didn't really get bolstered by a huge amount. I think my mastery got bolstered higher than my crit. That's why the crit was higher than the crit multiplier. Because, of course, mastery only affects crit chance, not crit multiplier. Of course, critical rating does both crit chance and crit multiplier in Knights of the Fallen Empire. So that was one of the things. But the only real good thing about it is the non-set bonus loot is personal. Yay, we've got personal loot. Not that it is class specific, but not that that matters, seeing as the main stats are all the same and everything's adaptive gear. But what you'll get is when you kill the boss, and it doesn't matter what the loot is set to, because we had the loot set to Master Looter, you will see the commendations, you'll see the credits, you'll see the set bonus piece will be in that'll be in a section, and then you'll see, usually it's two other sections, and they'll have somebody's name above them, and it will have the Defiant Mark II stuff. So it's the non-set bonus stuff. It's 216. Non-set bonus gear is available. Personal loot. I think everybody got a piece. One of the Sentinels got 2 pieces of loot. He managed to get 2 from the first 2 bosses. It is random, so it is a personal loot system. And this loot is not tradable, so there can be no complaints about non-set bonus loot. Do we really care? Not really. But what happened before was people just randomed the non-set bonus loot. So you might have been a Marauder and got a Vanguard tank offhand. So it's just totally random there. So I mean, a lot of people did complain about that. It was a pain to manage loot, so there's less management of loot. However, the Defiant set bonus piece, which is what everybody wants, I managed to get a helmet. Nice. I gave it to my Vanguard because I'm not doing progression rating on her, and I'm not doing progression, so I don't need it. I don't need set bonus gear for her because the bolster is ridiculous. So I gave it to my Vanguard, who doesn't have a set bonus, because I'm just going to keep the 192. Keep the 192 for the entirety of the expansion if we're raiding story mode, because the set bonus does give you an advantage. The actual mods and enhancements are irrelevant if we're just getting bolstered. So if you just do it via group finder, then it's fine. It's fine for an alt, because my Scoundrel's just an alt now, so I mean that's okay. But I do like the personal loot system. Did manage to get myself a headpiece. I did get myself a Defiant Mark II gloves. Dread Council is a complete joke of a fight. Bestia doesn't do her knockback. I don't know if Raptor still does the big knockback. He still has to be kited by a DPS. Tyrans is big thundering blasting. Doesn't seem to cleave the raid anymore, which, is kind of stupid, really, because the damage was minimal. Brontes, the Ghost of Brontes, doesn't do her clock thing. I was standing in the middle like, where should I be for the clock phase? Now she goes and she channels, I think she channels it clockwise, channels the lightning, and it's a DPS race. Yeah, that's gone. That's gone. You no longer have to claim the thrones of the Dreadmasters. That's gone from story mode. Apparently a lot of other things have gone as well from SM. A lot of things getting removed from story mode. I don't know what else they've removed. I've not only done Dread Palace, but Apparently, Corruptor Zero has had a few things removed as well. I wonder if they've removed the interrupt from Draxus. They're going to do Dread Fortress and see if they've removed the interrupt. I wonder if they removed the burn phase on Titan 6. I talked about that in my Vanguard video. Like, oh, this burn phase, you're going to need this and this and this. And in the Scoundrel video, it's like, bet it's gone or something, or been nerfed into oblivion. Really, or maybe you don't have to get behind rocks anymore, I guess. But it'll be interesting to do all the raids and see what they've removed from it. TFB, is it just going to be a tank and spank fight? The Terror from Beyond is going to be interesting. Apparently, Kephis, someone said to me, doesn't do anything in the first phase. There's like, you don't have to channel pillars or anything like that in the first phase on Kephis, the Undying in Terror from Beyond. Someone said that to me, but I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't checked it out. He's just a targeting dummy for the first phase, which is ridiculous. It's basically LFR now. That's what it is, really, with Bolster and mechanics being removed. The only thing is, if mechanics are not relevant, should they still be there? I guess they should be, but I mean, I like the idea of adding mechanics for hard mode, because I mean, it gives you something else to learn for hard mode there, but taking mechanics out of story mode kind of makes it a bit pointless, really. I think SM's probably irrelevant if you're doing progression. So if you're sitting there with Revanite gear or better, you could probably just go into hard mode. I mean, I've seen part of people said hard mode is fairly easy as well. There's people doing it in 198 Revanite gear as well. People claim that you can do it in that, but I haven't tried it for myself, so I don't know what it's like. Hard mode flashpoints are totally irrelevant because they are a lot harder. Apparently tactical flashpoints are really hard now as well. Because again, people can't CC or interrupt. I did a tactical flashpoint as a Scrapper Scoundrel, and I don't know what the fuss is about. There's a big ability called Terminate that hits me for massive amounts of damage. Well, interrupt it. Job done. Interrupt it, flashbang, dirty kick, you know, lock everything down. I did it as Scrapper, and there was a guy that insisted. There was this Vanguard dude that insisted. I was with it. I think I can't remember who the other one was. I think it was a Guardian, a Vanguard. There was a Sage and myself, Scrapper Scoundrel, and he insisted that one of us should respect the healer. And we're like, no, just CC things. Stop running in and AoEing everything. Just CC things, interrupt things, and it'll be fine. You know, they do hit you quite hard. But, you know, as a Scrapper Scoundrel, you're like, fuck that, I'm just going to flashbang everything and reduce their accuracy. Oh, Terminate, I can't interrupt it. Oh, I'm going to dodge it. It's a ranged attack, I was going to dodge it. And the amount of times you were just me and the Sage left, and it's like, oh, start healing us. It's like, well, my argument was, one of us has to respect the healer, one of you has to respect the tank, and we'll just do it as a regular flashpoint. They weren't prepared to respect the tank, and the Vanguard got upset and left. Just left the group. Tried to vote kick us. See, I can't do a tactical flashpoint. You know, what is it with me and getting vote kicked from tacticals? Hard modes are pretty difficult, from what I gather. The only hard mode flashpoint I've done is LIHM, so which was in a guild run, and it was fun. I was only level 60 when I did it, and I was like, god damn it, this is tough. Yeah, the hard mode flashpoints, probably seemingly the hardest content in the game is hard mode flashpoints and tactical flashpoints, but their rewards make them irrelevant, so they're not worth doing. Story mode ops are ridiculously easy. Hard mode flashpoints, you can still die. They don't have personal loot, though, in hard mode flashpoints. I can't even remember. I just pass on all the loot anyway. They don't have personal loot in tacticals. I don't really want the loot from tacticals anyway. I think it's 200 item level you get. I didn't even look at it. I just passed on it because, like, nah, I don't care. Hard modes give you 208 blue gear. You also get 216, I think, from the bonus boss. I didn't do the bonus boss, so I can't confirm that. But you get 216, should we say, 216 from the bonus boss. And 216, it's Defiant Mark II. I keep trying to say Masashi Mark II. Defiant Mark II is what you get from the final boss, what we got from Dr. Lorik, who is a fun boss. You need to do that boss fight, LIHM. Don't do it in a pub group, is my recommendation. Bring lots of CC. As a Scoundrel, I actually finding myself as a Scoundrel going, do you know, we're pretty good in this expansion. Outside of raids, fucking awesome. You know, it's like, this is awesome as a Scoundrel. I'm getting to utilize a lot of the Scoundrels, utility. I'm finding it really fun doing these hard mode and tactical flashpoints as a scoundrel. Not my main, but you know, I have to sort our tank gear out because the tank gear has had a massive change, and I'm not happy with our tank gear at the minute. I don't have enough shield basically for it to be viable. Although I'll probably do, given Bolster, I'll probably get like 70% shield or something ridiculous like that with the Bolster. It's just insane. So anyway, thank you for joining me for this video. So have anyone had any trouble clearing any of the raids? If you want to let me know. But yeah, I've done most of the raids. If any mechanics have been moved, you know, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'll have a go at that. I don't really want to do EC anymore. I bet they've really nerfed that. I bet they've ruined it. I bet they've ruined EC, haven't they? Please tell me they haven't ruined EC. So anyway, thank you for joining me for this video. I will see you again soon, and goodbye.